Hey folks, it's your boy D here, and we've got another episode of my first year on T. So today we're actually going to be talking about minoxidil and how we feel about that. Personally, how I feel about that. To be quite honest, I have used minoxidil, and I actually do still use minoxidil. I use it every once in a while whenever I remember, quite honestly. And I tend to put it on my cheeks, up here on my mustache, and even underneath here where there's quite a little bit of hair growth. Not significant, but it's starting to show in. When it comes to minoxidil, I definitely think that it depends on the person. It may not even work for a lot of you folks out there, but I mean, it's definitely worth a shot if that's something that you're looking into. It is a vasodilator, meaning that it helps open up the blood vessels that are in your face to promote hair growth, which is honestly really cool for something like this. And the whole thing with minoxidil is that it is typically used for cis men who are balding, but the big difference between us as trans folk and using it for our face is that the hair follicles on our face are actually a lot different than the hair follicles in our hair. So the big misconception with minoxidil for trans folk is that if we stop, we lose all of our progress, where that is only the case for folks who are using it for their head hair, who really they've got to use it for like the rest of their lives if they're balding. But when it comes to facial hair and things like that, it doesn't work the same way. The only thing with minoxidil, as if I mean, end all be all, I would definitely suggest you guys do your research. If you didn't know, minoxidil is highly toxic to cats. Now, that depends on the cat from what I have looked up on. Some cats are obviously have detrimental and lethal effects to minoxidil. I have two cats. My roommate has another cat, and I haven't had any problems. But I'm also being very cautious when it comes to my minoxidil use. When I do put it on, it's only in the bathroom. I lay towels down over like the sink area, and I make sure that I don't let anything drop. Then I wait for that 1 to 2 hour time frame, and don't let my cats really rub on my face or anything like that because I don't want to risk anything. I don't know if my cats are prone to it or not, but I don't want to risk that, and that is a huge thing for you cat lovers out there. I would highly recommend, if you are going to go use minoxidil despite it being highly toxic to cats, because I all understand that we all want to really just be our best selves. But I really think that, doing your research is a really great idea, because our cats are our lives. And I mean, I'm watching my cat right now, and she's rolling over on her belly, on her back, so she shows her belly. She's having a great time sunbathing, and I would hate to ruin that. I would hate to take that away from her just because I want facial hair. Like, she definitely means so much more to me than anything. I mean, you guys saw her in my last video. She is such a sweet cat, and I would really hate to risk that. So I think that if it is something that anyone wants to go forward with, you have to use extreme caution when you've got cats in your household. Right? Yeah, we just want you guys to be safe. Other than that, I think that minoxidil is a great supplement when it comes to facial hair, especially because of the differences because of the differences between hair follicles on your head and hair follicles that are on your face. So I don't see any potential problems with it. I mean, if you stop minoxidil, it's not like it's going to revert back to our non-facial hair selves. It's going to be there. And like I said, I seldom use it. I might use it maybe once every couple of days or once a week. And that's not going to ever be a problem because it's being used on my face and not on my head. But really, I mean, if it's something that you folks can get your hands on, because I know that minoxidil can be quite expensive. If you go through like a pharmacy or anything like that, take a look out on Amazon. I actually got mine for pretty cheap, to be honest, and got it within a couple of days, and I've got, I think, like a 6-month supply, but because I'm using it so seldomly, it's definitely going to last me a lot longer. And again, the dosing for minoxidil, even in the packaging, is for folks who are using it for their head. So when it comes to dosing, I wouldn't even use full dose. I've been using, rather than 1 milliliter per day up to twice a day, I'm sorry, 1 milliliter up to twice a day, I'm using half milliliter up to twice a day. So I'm actually just having the dosing because there's a lot less hair. There's no way that you can essentially use a whole milliliter. I mean, you can, but you're going to be super greasy, and it's not really comfortable, but it's also not a full head of hair. It's only certain areas of your face, and they don't require a full milliliter. Other than that, my personal opinion, like I said, I think it's really great. I think it's a great tool and supplement for us folks out there who may need just a little help. You know, if there's patchiness, if there's, you know, you want it a little fuller, minoxidil might be the way to go if you want to go the medical way to do so. And honestly, I think it's a great help. It's out there for us to use. And I would recommend it, honestly. Uh, so if any of you folks out there are really, you know, have questions or anything like that about minoxidil, there are many of us out there who do use it. I am obviously one of them. And if you guys ever have any questions, feel free to hit us up. We're always here to talk, to, you know, just even if it's just daily life. We all understand that it can be difficult for us folks that are transitioning a lot of mental health and things like that, but we are here for you guys, just as we know that you guys are here for us. When it comes to that facial hair growth, if you guys have access to minoxidil, then go for it. I think it's literally a godsend for us folks who didn't even think that we could grow facial hair. Like me personally, look it. I've got some sideburns growing in here. I don't know if you guys can even see. I've got a little bit of mustache, some whiskers here. Disregard the scratches because unfortunately my cat got me the other day. Total accident, but she got me. I have had some neck hair growth around, but I don't know if that's minoxidil or not, but when it comes to my father on my paternal side, he can't grow any facial hair. He's got a mustache and some chin, but nothing going down or any of that, so that's I would say that minoxidil is helping. So I would definitely call it a win-win. So for you folks out there, if you want to try minoxidil, give it a shot. Keep an eye out for your cats and be very safe, be clean, and just happy growing. So I hope you guys enjoy and had a great time watching this video. It's your boy D with another episode of My First Year on T, and I hope you guys have a great week.